Dear viewers, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now today, Governor SAKAJA has made a serious statement, and this statement he has directed to William Samoei Ruto and told William Samoei Ruto, hautakuwa umepoteza kama utaongea na Raila Amolo Odinga, na kuna watu katika hiyo serikali yako wanakupoteza, wanakudanganya, huwezi kufanya bila Raila Amolo Odinga. SAKAJA seems to have made sense in the statement he made, and he told the president directly that there are people within your circles that are lying to you. These people want you to fail. Of course, what we are seeing right now are basically signs of failure. This KENYA KWANZA government is already failing. It failed from the moment it decided to appoint cabinet secretaries who are not competent. But SAKAJA has told the president directly that skiza rais, hata Moi had to bow down, Kibaki had to bow down, Uhuru had to bow down. This is all about inclusivity. But what your people are trying to tell you is trying to campaign for exclusivity. What regarding Gachagua have been saying is about sisi to benefit, wale was benefit. That is a very negative politics. But I think what SAKAJA is trying to say could be wise, but it's a case of too little, too late. This is something that they ought to have told the president last year. But right now, train imeshatoka station, and what awaits is this mass action. I do not think Raila Amolo Odinga is in a position to now sit down and talk to William Samoei Ruto. I don't think Raila Amolo is in a position to now back down from this maandamano. This is a journey that has started. This is a journey that will continue. This is a journey that will only end at the State House. That is the ultimate plan.
So whatever it takes, and I'm glad that the president has a lot of wisdom. The president is accommodative. The president has said he's ready to work with all leaders. The president has said he's willing to work with all regions. The president has said he's willing to work for those who voted for him and those who didn't vote for him. However, there are some leaders who are trying to become hardliners, to tell the president not to reach out. You don't cut off your nose to spite your face. We all need each other as a country, and I'm sure the president in his wisdom will...
Raila has been making mistakes of backing down or from this pressure sometimes, like in the case of during Uhuru's time and during Kibaki's time, he had to accept the Sumkate government, and then people have been ridiculing him. But most of the time Raila Amolo Odinga has been looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is increasing democracy and making a level playing ground for each and every Kenyan to be able to become a president, just like the US. But these leaders have ridiculed Raila Amolo Odinga because of those statesmanship positions. So I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga will heed to this call by SAKAJA. It is a case of too little, too late. SAKAJA could have said something that makes sense, but I don't think the opposition troops are in a position to now talk to the president. The only thing that Raila Amolo Odinga has maintained is open your server kwanza. We see what the server says. Then the next thing is that's when we cannot talk. We cannot talk about any other agenda, but open that server. You can't tell us to forget the server and let's talk. That is what is not going to happen. I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga is in a position to do that. Even if the clergy decide to, even the AU chair decide to come to Kenya and maybe try to initiate a dialogue, even if BD tries to do that, I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga will hit the call. So SAKAJA could have been somehow neutral, and probably that's the reason why most of the time regarding Gachagua does not like SAKAJA, because SAKAJA is always neutral. Wisdom is always part of his decisions, and that's why there is inclusivity in the Nairobi County, but there is exclusivity in the State House, in the national government. So SAKAJA's advice is welcomed, but Raila Amolo Odinga is not in a position to back down. This is a case of too little, too late, and not backing down. The only person who will have to back down and maybe say ceasefire to this is William Samoei Ruto himself. And how is he going to do it? He is only going to do it by recognizing Raila Amolo Odinga as the de facto leader, as the person who won this election, first of all, before you go to any other thing. I think that is what Raila Amolo Odinga wants. Raila Amolo Odinga wants William Ruto to acknowledge that he did not win the election, that Raila won the election. and he wants William Samoei to acknowledge that he is the leader of this nation, and those are things that he has to now announce. However difficult it is maybe to undo the Supreme Court decision, probably to, maybe it's difficult to do a coup, but acknowledging what Raila Amolo Odinga's call is all about is number one priority that William Samoei should do if he wants peace and if he wants to be able to govern this country peacefully. That is, if he still continues to become the president. But if in the event that the mass action works and Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the de facto president or the president of this republic, then I think all again the country will be headed in the right direction. So the idea here is inclusivity, but what the people are trying to see is exclusivity. So ladies and gentlemen, kindly share what your thoughts are below the comment section. And once again, I'd like to urge any visitor who is not subscribed to our channel to please consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Once again, I'll urge you to stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.